Well, Sunday, the 26th of June, and the racing came to you from KZN. On KZN Breeders' Race Day, we had 9 races carded, and it turned out to be a fantastic race meeting. Of course, the feature was the KZN Breeders' Million Mile. We'll get to that a bit later on. But race number 1 was a backward start KwaZulu-Natal Breeders. It was a fillies juvenile plate, and this was over 1,200 meters. And the last chirp was the fancied runner that St. John Gray brought down, the daughter of Announce. She was partnered by Anton Marcus, and she was given a nice confident ride by Anton. Easy to spot in those green and white silks, now making a run middle to outside.
Last chirp still by 3 parts of a length at the 200. Diamond in the Sky. Last chirp has a half a length to spare from Diamond in the Sky, and that could be good enough. Last chirp all out to win. Last chirp by 3 parts of a length. Diamond in the Sky, Princess Analia, and then came Sovereign Magic.
Well, in race number 1, that full result was 1, 3, 4, and 5. Starter reported that Rene Delamere was slow into stride. Who Rio lost 1 length, and then the veterinary surgeon just had the 1 report, Pound Sterling not striding out right hind. Next up was race number 2. This was the start of the exotics. It was the first leg of the bipod. 8-foal Park KwaZulu-Natal Breeders Juvenile Plate over 1,200 meters. And in race number 2, this was a big result for the horse that won, called Count Von Count, beating the fancied Yankee Doodle Dandy.
But it's still Yankee Doodle Dandy under the hands. Kahula's back in second. Highway 85's looking to lift late on, past the 200. Yankee Doodle Dandy flat to the boards. Count Van Count's making a big race. At this stage, the upset could be caused. Count Van Count, much the stronger. Yankee Doodle Dandy, Kahula, and then came Highway 85.
Big price, 50 to 1. Number 3, Count Van Kong, beating number 2, 10 and 1. Here the starter reported that Highway 85 lost 2 lengths. Marin lost 1 length and thereafter stumbled. And the veterinary surgeon reported that Marin not striding out right 4. The place accumulator was then race number 3. This was the Asaya KwaZulu-Natal Breeders over 1,200 meters. And trainer Sean Terry, he looked to bring some lovely horses to the track for this Breeders' Race Day. And here it was himself teaming up with Samanga Kamalo on number 5, Strategic Move, getting the better of number 2, Asinga Moya, 4, Call Me Maybe, and 1 Well in Flight.
Towards the outside, and Strategic Move is warming up. Here comes Strategic Move at the 200-meter marker. That's the one to get to. Well in flight, Asinga Moya still right there. Strategic Move now. Pause on the pressure. And Strategic Move striking fear into the heart of the opposition wanted. Asinga Moya second. Well in
5, 2, 4, and 1. Race Me Home lost 2 lengths. Veterinary surgeon, what a wonderful world on striding out right 4. Race Me Home, nothing obvious detected. We had a big pick 6 this afternoon with a carryover of R500,000, and we got well over 2,700,000 rand. Flying the Flag KwaZulu-Natal Breeders, 1,200 meters, was race number 4. And in race number 4, Kingston Boy is the horse that you're going to have to keep an eye on. He is towards the back of the field in those familiar silks of the Fire Racing Trust. Alesh Naidu will make his run towards the outside, and have a look at this 6-year-old come through to win and defend his crown in this race.
Duke Nukem runs on. Kingston Boy, El Soberano. Duke Nukem at the 200-meter marker. Here's Kingston Boy with a swooping run. You be with Kingston Boy. He comes erupting through for the victory. Duke Nukem second. Then came El Soberano and Harrison.
Back-to-back wins for this horse. I won the race last year. Number 2, Kingston Boy, 2, 5, 4, and 8. Race number 4, starter reported that Blunderbuss was slow into stride and thereafter was squeezed out. The veterinary surgeon was kept busy here. Ice Run, nothing obvious detected. The same with Blunderbuss. reported fatigue was let the good times roll, and an abnormal respiratory noise, as always, reported with Duke Nukem. Race number 5 was the start of the jackpot. This was the fourth start, KwaZulu-Natal Breeders, over 1,600 meters. And in race number 5, it is written, look the part, but it was not to be for the followers of the Dean Kaname runner. Another one on the board for the Sean Terry yard, number 4, Hayaku.
Hayaku's looking dangerous between runners. It is written. He's still got 2 lengths to make up. He's making heavy weather of it, but he's coming forward. Hayaku hits the front. It is written on the outside. He's still got 3 parts of a length to make up. Hayaku has the upper hand. Hayaku holding, it is written. And Hayaku's not for the catching. It is written second, Caprivi, and then...
Hayaku 4, 1, 6, and 3. Race number 5. Start to report that Samon Kong lost 2 lengths. Slow into stride was just like magic. Veterinary surgeon just had the 1 report. Dance on air. Nothing obvious detected. And then on to race number 6. This was the Piermont start. KwaZulu-Natal Breeders for fillies and mares over 1,600 meters. And in race number 6, Lala and overlap with the 2 fancied horses from the Doug Campbell yard, and was another one on the board for the Campbell stable. Have a look at Lala moving up effortlessly with Anton Marcus. The white cap, the white sheepskin noseband, middle of the park, came through to win well.
Number 5, Chennai Babes on the outside. Lala with 150 to go. Bright number 5's coming back. But Lala says good night. And Lala bounds away for the victory. Energetic win. Chennai Babes second. Bright number 5 ran on. In behind.
2, 4, 5, and 7. Race number 6. Here the starter reported that Winterstar and Overlap were both slow into stride. Veterinary surgeon Winterstar coughing and not striding out left 4. Spiritos, nothing obvious detected. Just Rap reported coughing. The 7th race was then next, the KwaZulu-Natal Breeders. This was the big one. This was the race for $1 million, over a mile. And let's go and have a look at the closing stages from the top of the straight. And you'll see Rabada and those familiar souls of the Eustace coming through to make his run towards the outside of the track, going wide into the straight. But the horse to listen out for is the horse that won this race last year, called No Worries.
The front at the 300-meter marker, a confident ride at this stage, Rabada. Towards the inside, Humidor, Malak El Maluk. Rabada's now flat to the boards and the warning signs come up. No Worries has got Rabada. Rabada's ship has sunk and it's No Worries to win. Rabada flat out second, Malak El Maluk.
Well, I'm sure I heard myself say last year. That is incorrect. This horse did win this race a couple of years back for owner Brian Burdard. No Worries. So he's come to win it twice in his career, and an outstanding training achievement by the Funzales. Of course, Garrett is the gentleman in charge of Brian Bernard's horses. So well done to all of them concerned with number 3, No Worries. And let's not forget jockey Warren Kennedy as well, and Breeders Summerhill Stud. Race number 7, 3, 2, 7, and 5. No Worries. Rabada, Malak Al Maluk, and then number 5, Humidor. Started reported that Rabada and Bazanova were slow into stride. Way of Light and Son of Silver both lost 1 length. Veterinary surgeon just had the 1 report, just like magic. Nothing obvious detected. On to the 8th race, which closed off the jackpot. This was the Summerhill Stud KwaZulu-Natal Breeders over 1,900 meters. And the old man, Penhaligon, bounced back to his very best. He is the striking grey in the race. Have a look at him turn on the speed over the final 400 meters.
The grey Penhaligon's down the centre of the course coming forward. 32 squadrons on the inside. Here's the grey Penhaligon starting to run on. Tangero's looking for a split up the inside, and Jammer gets going. Penhaligon 32 squadron. Jammer on the outside. Tangero runs late. Penhaligon and 32 squadron. 32 squadrons digging down deep. Penhaligon's probably going to grab him though. Penhaligon from 32 squadron. Tangero takes off on the inside late.
It was really nice to see him win again. Penhaligon. He's been a great horse for Allison and Kevin Wright, and that was him notching up his fifth career win. The son of Delami, the 7-year-old, number 2 Penhaligon, 2, 4, 6, and 7. Started reported that Sambora jumped, leaving the stalls, losing 2 lengths, and the veterinary surgeon just had the one report. Top shot, nothing obvious detected. That was race number 8. We then went on to the lucky last, closing off the meeting. We don't have a stripes report for the 9th race, but we'll take you through it. Spring Valley Stud, KwaZulu-Natal Breeders, 1900 meters. And what a result this turned out for trainer Sean Terry.
Then Enchanted Silk. 300 to go. Fantasy Lady now throws down the gauntlet. Witchcraft comes out for a run. Mamacita's on the inside. Here comes Witchcraft to take on Fantasy Lady. Witchcraft now puts it together. Aventurine's fighting on the inside. Witchcraft, she done it last week over the 2400, the 1900 trip. She's going to do it again. Witchcraft. Maybe the stable companion Enchanted Silk second. Adventure.
Well, just a wonderful way to end off the day for the Sean Terry team. They had a number of runners entered on KwaZulu-Natal Breeders' Day. They went home with 3 winners, and they went home with the trifecta in the last race. 1, Witchcraft, beating stable companion 4, Enchanted Silk, and then the stable companion 10, Aventurine, rounding off the trifecta for the Sean Terry yard. And that was a wrap of our race meeting. As I mentioned, 9 races carded on KwaZulu-Natal Breeders' Day. Well done to the breeders. That's the KZN team who put on a wonderful show this afternoon. Congratulations to all the winners, but in particular, the winner of the big one. That's the Gavin Fenzale team with owner Brian Bernard, Warren Kennedy, Summerhill stud, with no worries, winning this race twice. A big thank you to Paul Lafferty, Sheldon Peters calling all 9 races, and we had Kevin Shea and Warren Lenferner doing duty in the parade ring. And a race meeting will never go by without mentioning the hardest working cameraman on course, who is Zane. But today we had Denver Grantham in the Obi van. He was in charge of the team. We wish our producer, Raymond Rogers, who is unfortunately in hospital. I'm told that he's doing well, and he'll be back soon, so we wish him a speedy recovery, Raymond Rogers. But from myself, Dees Dianan, until we meet again, which will be on Saturday, Vodacom Durban July Day, no racing throughout the week, building up to the big one. It is a special meeting in KZN. It is South Africa's premier horse racing event, the Vodacom Durban July. Until then, you take care. Salani Gashle.